We are talking about a skincare regime for an oilier skin. So the first product that we would recommend is the Refining Mousse Cleanser. This one would be used morning and night. It has salicylic acid in here. So this is the beta hydroxy acid that helps to dissolve excess oil and keep the pores clean and clear, and that will help stop breakout. There's also an ingredient in here called Seboreductyl, and that also works on reducing excess sebum in the skin. So in the morning, cleanse with this one, and then once you've washed that off, you would apply the B Serum. Now this serum is really handy for an oily skin because it could be used as your serum and moisturizer in one. If you're that oily that you prefer not to use a moisturizer, this would be it. So everyone with an oily skin can use B Serum. It'll just keep the skin hydrated. The niacinamide and panthenol in there have a really great anti-inflammatory action on the skin, which is good for the oily skin. If you're excessively oily, just leave it at that during the day. But if you are somebody who is oily but still needs to use a moisturizer, which is most of the time, then you would apply the daily moisturizer combination this time. So this one has some, well, it's a bit of a mouthful, Chloranthia bark extract in here, which just keeps the skin quite matte. So it prevents any shine coming through the day, and it's just a really light textured moisturizer that's really suited to that oily skin who tend not to want anything too heavy on the skin surface. At night time you can cleanse again with the same Refining Mousse Cleanser. You would use the microbiome balancing mist. Actually, you can use this morning and night. So with this one is going to help keep the skin matte, but it's also going to perfectly balance the skin's microbiome. So sometimes with an oilier skin, particularly if you've been using something quite harsh and stripping for your cleanser, or maybe going a bit too heavy with your exfoliants, or maybe having chemical peels, and maybe the microbiome or the skin's barrier function isn't as balanced and as robust as it possibly could be, this microbiome balancing mist is going to help keep the skin's surface strong and balanced and protected to help prevent any other issues happening. Nighttime you can apply the A Serum, this one here. So the A Serum has some retinol in there, and this is really useful for an oily skin because it helps with to increase cell turnover, and that's definitely what you want with an oily skin. You don't want any dry dead skin cells sitting on the surface that create a bit of a plug. If you've got excess oil, it can plug the skin and cause congestion and then an eruption, a breakout. So the A Serum is going to be really helpful to help prevent that. So those would be the products. And look, also, even if you have an oily skin, during the daytime you still need to use a sunscreen, so don't forget that. The way to apply your sunscreen if you have an oily skin and you don't like the feeling of a sunscreen sitting on the surface is, rather than just dot it on your skin and then try to massage it in, I find the best way to do it is just to put about the size of a pea in the palms, warm it in your skin, and literally just press it into your skin. So you've got good coverage, but not enough on the skin surface to make it feel really greasy.